All right, in level ones, we're just simplifying expressions when things are already factored. So if you look at letter A, this is something that we've done before, where we have exponents and we're simplifying with exponents when everything is being multiplied together. So I have 5x to the x y to the fourth on the top, and then 40x to the third y to the second on the bottom. So what I want to look at first is if I can simplify the 5 and the 40, and that would, of course, simplify into 1 over 8. And now I want to look at the x and x cubed. So I want to subtract the exponents and leave it where the larger exponent is. So x to the third and x. So if I subtract those exponents, that's going to give me x to the second, and that's going to land on the bottom because x to the third is the bigger one. And then the y's, I have y to the fourth and y to the second. So if I subtract 4 minus 2, I'm going to get 2. And I'm going to leave that in the numerator because that's where, whoops, that should be y to the second. Because that's where the larger exponent was in the very beginning of the problem. So I could leave it like this, or I could write y to the second over 8x to the second. All right, moving on to letter B, I have 2x and then 2x plus 5. So what you need to be careful of is that you can only simplify terms that are being multiplied. So if I have 2x on the top, that's really meaning 2 times x. And on the bottom, I've got 2 times x plus 5. So because the 2 is being multiplied to the x on the top and the 2 is being multiplied to the x plus 5 on the bottom, I can simplify the 2's on both the top and the bottom, which means I would have left x over x plus 5. And you might think about, well, can't I just simplify the x's on the top and the bottom and be left with 1 over 5? And the answer is no, because the x on the top isn't being multiplied to anything, and the x on the bottom is being added to the 5. And I said you could only simplify when it's being multiplied. So this would be your final answer. And then for C, let's take a look at this. Again, we're only concerned about when it's being multiplied. So I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to say 2 times x minus 4. And then on the bottom, I've got 2x plus 1 times x minus 4. So here I look at, okay, what can I simplify? What's being multiplied together? Okay, well, the x minus 4 on the top is being multiplied to the x and to the 2. And if it's being multiplied on the bottom to something, I can simplify those. And it is because it's being multiplied to the x plus 1. So I can simplify those two, which would leave me with 2x over 2x plus 1. Okay, again, I think about, can I simplify 2x over 2x plus 1? The answer is no, because the 2x is being added to the 1, and the 2x on the top isn't being added to anything. So because the 2x on the bottom is being added and not multiplied to the 1, I can't simplify the 2x. So I'm going to leave it just like that.